Okay, so this is going to be a short little video on how to embed chapter markers into your recording so that they show up in Davinci Resolve. In OBS, you're going to want to go to Settings, Output, Recording, and change your recording format to Hybrid MP4 or MOV. Next, you're going to want to go to Hotkeys and look for Add Chapter Marker Hybrid MP4 MOV. Bonus tip with this is if you go to Amazon, you can get like a cheap $5 foot pedal and assign it a key on your keyboard, and whenever you click the foot pedal, it'll add the marker. This just kind of helps with not having to take your hand off the mouse or something. So this is what it's going to look like when you import the file into Davinci Resolve. If seeing all these markers makes you want to throw up, you can click on one end, shift click on a different one at the other end, and hit the delete key, and it'll remove all of them in between. Okay, so here's kind of an example of how to use it in real-world application. This whole clip's about 4 hours of gameplay, and each of these blue markers are where I click the hotkey for OBS to leave a chapter marker. So this method really beats having to rewatch your whole playthrough, like at 8x. It's significantly faster. So that's about it for the chapter markers. There is an add-on that you can get through the OBS wiki where you can pre-label the markers depending on which hotkey that you press. So you could click like page down for kills and page up for the end of the round. So here's a massive tip for transitions between clips. An important step in this, you're going to want to make sure that you know what your keyboard shortcut is for linking clips together. That is a big part. Once you have that figured out, select all of the clips that you want to have a transition between and link them together using that keyboard shortcut. And with them selected, go to Timeline, Add Transition, and then you can hit Skip Clips. And now all of your clips should have a crossfade between them. You can change the frames from 60 to, say 20. Once it updates, all of them are going to be shortened. They're all still in the middle. And once you're finished with adjusting them, you can unlink all of the clips. I would highly recommend doing this at the end of the edit because all of your clips at the end are going to be unlinked from each other. Okay, so part 2, there was a guy in the comments that wanted to know how to render in place and enable the render cache. You'll go to playback on the top left, find render cache towards the top, and choose smart. It's that easy. You'll see a little red line above your timeline. Red means it's not rendered, blue means it is rendered. So this is really useful for keyframing with like animations, or if you have a pretty intensive fusion composition. You can get away with using this method most of the time. If you're having a lot of issues or you're running out of RAM, then you're going to want to move on to this next step, which is rendering in place. Rendering in place is also very easy. You just want to highlight all of your clips and put them into a compound clip. This step is very important if you have transparency, like with masks. If you were to not put them in a compound clip, it would render all the clips individually, and any transparency will just be filled with black. Once you have everything in a compound clip, just right-click and hit Render in Place. You can leave the default settings and select the folder that comes up. So you'll know you did it right if at the end of the clip it says .mov or MP4. Now let's say that you messed up and you realize you have to tweak something. All you have to do is right-click and decompose to original, and that way it'll give you the compound clip back, and you can get back into that compound clip and make your adjustments. All right, that's it. Gotta go. Bye, 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 bye.